Hello everyone. So for those of you who remember, I tried the Ghost Beauty Healthy Hair Vitamins last month. This is what it looks like. The bottle's empty. This was the 1 month supply of hair vitamins that I tried by the company. And I had good results, mixed results, but good results. They also sent me their healthy hair oil to try, and it's called a biotin-infused elixir, so also by Ghost Beauty, in the same kind of packaging. So far, just first impressions in general, I really like the dark black container that this comes in. I feel like I don't have to worry about, the effects of sunlight or anything like that on the bottle because of how dark the bottle is. It also has this applicator top, which I really like, and it's a twist top. So you can just open completely all the way and it's completely wide, or you can close it completely, which I think is really great for storage. So you can open it as much as you want or close it as little as you want, etc. And this does say that it's for all hair types, which I like. And the directions say that you basically just massage a small amount into your scalp, and then kind of massage it from roots to ends. And it basically says you can use it as often as you want. And they also specify do not rinse out the full benefits. And then after you use it, basically you just style it your hair any way that you want. So it basically works the same way that any hair growth oil will work. You put it on your scalp first, kind of massage your scalp, and then you leave it in to get the full benefits. This is what it looks like. That's the front, that's the back. And this is the applicator tip. And to open it, you just turn it. And you can see that's completely open, and then turn it the opposite direction, and now it's completely closed. So that's why I say you can open it as little or as much as you want to kind of get that customized opening that you feel like you need for your hair. So this Ghost Beauty Healthy Hair Oil is a biotin-infused complex. The ingredients include apricot oil, flaxseed oil, sweet almond oil, ginger root, biotin, burdock root, gotu kola, fenugreek, olive oil, amla oil, carrot oil, black castor oil, jojoba oil, tea tree oil, horsetail powder, essential oils for skin. And then it also says that it includes a multitude of blessings, which is kind of cute. It has a really pleasant scent. I mean, it's kind of floral. Yeah, I would say it's a really light, kind of floral, fruity, I would say really fruity scent. I really like it. I don't usually like fruity scents, but this one smells really good. And I also like how light the oil is. It's like kind of like a pale yellow, almost translucent. And I'll take a close up so I can show you what it looks like. When I looked at the back of the bottle, I thought initially, oh, this is going to be really heavy. And then I kind of poured some in my hand and kind of see what it looked like. And it's, I mean, very light. It, it, it doesn't really feel super oily like most oils. You know, it's not like a castor oil where when you put it in your hand, it's like almost like a heavy honey or syrup or something like that. No, it's very light. And it's not super oily. So my scalp loved this. Like my scalp loved this a lot. And the ends of my hair love this a lot. Now every once in a while, because it is so light, I did feel like I needed a slightly heavier oil on my ends. So I initially started sealing with this. But for the most part, what I would do is use it on my scalp, run a little bit through all over my hair just because I liked how light it was. And then if I felt like my ends needed something a little bit heavier, then I would use my castor oil on the ends of my hair. But for the most part, I use this on my scalp and on my hair. I just would use a slightly heavier oil in particular on the ends of my hair to kind of concentrate it a little bit more if I felt like my hair ends needed a little extra love. But for the most part, this is what I use. So all in all, over the course of a month, I really like this oil. I love how light it is. I like how it doesn't have an obnoxious scent like so many other oils I've tried. I mean, it's very light, slightly fruity, slightly floral, more on the fruity side than floral, but it's very lovely scent. I really like it. I love how almost translucent the oil is. It's very easy to apply. The only downside is because it is easy to apply, because it is so light, because it's not a heavy oil, it does have a tendency to run or to drip. So just be careful in terms of the quantity of how much you use, because it is easy to use more than you need, especially if you have fine hair like I do. It's quite easy to use more than what you need, so just be careful. I felt like it really maintained the moisture balance of my hair. Or I should say my scalp. I felt like it really maintained the moisture balance of my scalp. I mean, I didn't have any itchiness, no scaling, no severe dermatitis flare-ups, nothing like that. I mean, my scalp felt completely moisturized the entire time. And one thing that I also did, which might be another reason why I used up so much of the oil, is I used it on my scalp, but I also would put some on the ends of my hair. And my hair loved it. I mean, it was such a really light oil. I mean, I have incredibly fine, fragile hair that is frizz prone, that breaks and tangles quite easily, and my hair loved this. So I mean, if you have really fine hair, I think this might be something you may want to invest in or at least try, because it is such a very light oil, and it has really nice ingredients as well. I thought initially I would absolutely adore the applicator top, because usually the first thing I do when I get a hair growth oil that I want to try is usually I take the bottle and I transfer it and I pour it into another bottle that has an applicator tip, or I use my roots only bottle, which I love. But since this has an applicator top, I thought this is perfect. You know, I don't have to transfer it, I can just use the bottle it comes in, I don't have to have something extra or different, etc. But one of the things that I noticed, one of the things that I love the most about this is also can be a slight con. Because if you're not careful, you can twist this open too much, and the first time I used it, that's exactly what I did. I used it like one of my other applicator bottles that I have, but that has my normal applicator bottle has a finer tip. This, as you can see, it opens so wide, and the first time I used it, I had oil dripping down my neck, dripping down my forehead, the sides of my face. It was a mess. So great applicator bottle. I do love that it's adjustable, but you have to be careful because if you would open it completely, it's quite a big opening and you can get oil everywhere. So don't be like me. I mean, I had oil on my shirt. I mean, it just was a complete mess. I do love that it's 8 ounces, but because I felt like I wasted so much oil the very first week that I used this, it probably took me a solid week to kind of get the opening perfectly the way that I wanted it and to kind of play around with it. And also for that reason, I didn't apply this every day. I applied it every other day because I felt, especially in the first week, I made just a decision just to do it every other day because, I mean, I was using so much oil unintentionally that I felt like I was wasting way too much product. And usually when I have an 8-ounce bottle of oil, that would last me 2 months. And this is slightly, it's about right here. So that's slightly more than, that's like maybe 60 to 70% I've used over the course of a month, which I think is quite a lot. Again, you probably wouldn't have those issues if you didn't have the kind of problems I had with the twist top. But yeah, I did feel like in the beginning I wasted quite a bit of oil just from playing around with this. So It's great that it opens and closes, especially if you're taking it with you when you travel. Just be careful the first time you use it. Don't go overboard, take your time, and really be mindful of how open the top of this is. I mean, it's a simple thing, but the first time I just was like, oh, it's adjustable, this is great. And I was twisting it open, and then I was applying it, and I didn't realize how much oil was coming out. So for me, that's kind of the only con I can think of. Just be careful. But again, not that big of a deal, but just be mindful of the fact that you always, every time you open it, you have to be cognizant of how far open the bottle top is. Okay guys, so I had amazing results. I absolutely adore this product. I got anywhere from 1/4 inch to a whole inch all over my head. And here's the funny thing. In the front of my hair, where I tend to grow my hair the fastest, I got 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch. In the back of my hair, where it tends to grow the slowest, I got 1/2 inch to a whole inch. So I would say on average my hair grew about 1/2 inch, but in the back of my hair it grew twice that rate. For the most part, the back of my hair grew 3/4 inch to an entire inch, which is like a first for me. Usually my hair in the back is the most resistant to hair growth and length retention. So the fact that this helped the back of my hair grow that well, I'm very impressed. I definitely think this is worth a try. I mean, that's pretty amazing results for just using it 3 days a week. You know what I mean? Like I only use this every other day, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That was it. And my main reason for only using it 3 days was because of how much oil spillage and wastage I had when I was applying it too heavily the first week when I opened the spout too much. So really I did that just to save product, but it ended up being okay. So if I actually applied this every day without, overdoing it, I probably would have gotten even better results. So honestly, when I was using this, I didn't think that it was working that well. And I was kind of disappointed because I wanted to use it initially every day. And I didn't because I had, kind of inadvertently overused it too much the first couple times I applied it. And I was like, if I keep using it at this rate, I'm not gonna make it through a month. So that's kind of why I scaled back on my usage, really just to kind of make sure that this bottle will last me an entire month. And like I said, usually when I use a hair growth product, 4 ounces of oil is more than enough to make it through an entire month. But because this oil is so light, it's very easy to overuse. So I would just say be careful in terms of how much you use, because it's very easy to overuse this product because it's so light, because it is, I mean, it is like, this is like the lightest oil I've ever used. I don't know how they have this many oils in here and still maintain such a light airiness to the product, but it's pretty amazing. And I like the fact that it's not overpowering in the sense of being really heavy or having a really obnoxious scent. Yeah, I love this. I love this oil. I definitely recommend this 100%. This is kind of fantastic. This is a pretty amazing product. I think this is probably one of the best hair oils I've used in quite some time. It kind of reminds me of a hair oil I tried ages ago called Ancient Secrets. In terms of the texture and how light the oil is. I think I might have gotten slightly better results from that other oil. I think that oil I averaged, I think, 3/4 of an inch to an inch. But considering my hair has been stagnant in terms of hair growth and length retention for the last 1.5 to 2 years, I'm incredibly pleased with the results. And again, as I was massaging my hair every day, I didn't really feel like it was doing anything. I mean, 'cause I think probably I was kind of shocked by how light the oil was, and then because I was only using it every other day, I kind of thought, God, I hope this is doing something. You know what I mean? And I didn't even massage my hair for an extended period of time. I basically divided my hair in quadrants, and I massaged, the upper right part of my hair for a minute, the left part of my hair for a minute, the back right part of my hair for a minute, the back left part of my hair for a minute. Every once in a while, I massage each quadrant for maybe 1.5 to 2 minutes. I think initially I started out with 2 minutes per quadrant, but when it comes to massaging my hair, I have a hard time like making it past like a couple of minutes. I just do. I know when people are like, oh, I massage my hair for 10, 15 minutes. I'm always like, how? I just can't. I don't have time for all of that. So I mean, toward the last 2 weeks, I literally did 1 minute per quadrant. So considering I only massage my scalp for 1 minute, considering I only use this product 3 days a week, this is amazing. So yeah, I think if you can stand to use this every single day, do it. Just don't use gobs of oil. Just be very careful with the applicator tip. But other than that, this is a fantastic product. So yeah, it definitely nourished my hair, it kept my hair, it maintained the moisture of my hair. Yeah, I'm kind of, when it said it was biotin-infused, I was a little worried that it might dry out my hair, but it didn't. So I think the combination of oils and essential oils and all the things that they've put into this product has been really just made with a considerable amount of thought, effort, and love. So I definitely think this is worth a try. Again, I got amazing results. I am absolutely ecstatic about how this product has performed in my hair over such a short period of time. Again, I think it's worth a try. So those are my thoughts on this product. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.